welcome to the Wellness Nurse podcast. I'm excited to be here with three long-time cyclists, Judy and Jewel and Therese, whose commitment to staying active is truly inspiring. Today we'll explore how cycling has influenced their wellness and longevity and hope to inspire you to maintain a vibrant, active lifestyle as you get older. So can you share how cycling has impacted your overall health and well-being over the years?
Hi, Roz. I've been cycling with the lady on the end, Jewel, for probably 10 years. We started off cycling as a group, wives of husbands who cycled, and we used to cycle on Saturdays to Boondall Entertainment Centre, Boondall Railway Station, and basically it was just getting to know the ladies and having coffees and riding 20, 30 Ks, and it was just lovely. And at the moment, it's Jill and I who've kept riding, and now Therese, who's just recently retired, she's joined us as well. We stay fit and healthy, just keeping the legs moving.
Fantastic.
And I think it's just wonderful being outside.
That's so great. How far have you ridden this morning?
25 Ks.
25 Ks. They look fresh as a daisy. It's cold up here. I know it's Brisbane and it's warmer than a lot of places in the world, but it's cold and windy and they just look fresh and amazing.
Thank you.
Therese, what motivated you to start cycling and what keeps you motivated to continue at this stage in your life?
I started cycling when I was 10 to get to school, and I grew up in Redcliffe, so that was the way one got to school. And it was always a fun thing to do with friends. Now I like the mental aspects of being outside and looking at things and smelling things and talking to people, and I think it's good to maintain that ability to ride a bike. It's a wonderful thing.
Absolutely fabulous. Yeah. Jewel, we'd like to hear a little bit about your story. Judy tells me you're in your 80s, is that?
82.
You're 82.
Yes.
And you're still cycling. So when did you start cycling?
I started cycling 76 years ago. Grew up on a dairy farm. My father took me on a horse for the first year, and after that my sister and I were allowed riding our bikes. So we rode to primary school, which was a couple of K in Gracemere, outside Rockhampton. Did that all through primary school. Then high school we went into Rockhampton, did a little bit of riding when the rail motor used to break down. We'd have to ride in 6K, which we thought was a very big, long ride. After that, went to college, didn't ride much there. Came out, started teaching. Used to ride to school every Friday at Kippa-Ring when I was teaching because I didn't have to take a lot of gear. Used to borrow an old Dutch bike that had no gears and was very heavy. Not as heavy as this one I've got now, but I used to think it was heavy. Did that. And since then, and then after a while, I won a bike.
Really?
I won a bike at the bread shop. When you spent $5 on a ticket, you got a ticket in this whatever. I happened to teach the child who was serving me, and I spent $9, so she gave me 2 tickets. So my son rang up when we were on holiday, said, come home and pick up your bike, Mum, because they're falling over it in the bread shop. And it was a man's black mountain bike. So my husband took that and I went and bought from Bums on Bikes, which was the bike store to go to. Bought a bike from there and I've been cycling ever since.
Fantastic.
And I've cycled through Europe. I've cycled through France, Germany, Holland, Belgium, China, 2 trials in China, Mongolia, New Zealand, lots of cycle trips. And I'm still cycling.
It really is inspiring,
It's
Jewel.
the company and the coffee.
The company and the coffee.
That's what it is, yeah. Now I only ride twice a week. We used to ride, Judy rides 3 times a week, but I used to ride every second day, but now I go to aerobics twice a week and I haven't got any more days in the week. Thank you.
Yeah, so you truly lead a fit and active lifestyle. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had 2 knee replacements together 8 years ago.
Okay, I was going to ask about obstacles. So you've had two knee replacements.
Yes.
They're fairly significant obstacles.
Yes. And since then I've had an electric bike. But an electric bike only gives you 10% more power than an ordinary bike. It's not as if the bike goes by itself. You've still got to pedal it.
So that's interesting because you've got an electric bike here with you.
And it's very heavy. It's 28 kilo. And these girls are about 16 kilo, their bikes.
See.
16, yeah.
But that would allow you, if you were to encounter any steep hills or...
Yes, you can turn the battery up.
Yeah,
And when Judy gets off her seat I know it's time for me to put my battery up to 3.
Perfect. Oh,
She's my leader. I'm the apostle, the faithful follower.
all right. And to any of you, what role do you believe physical activity like cycling plays in achieving longevity and maintaining that high quality of life?
Well, at 82, you have to think about longevity, don't you? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Yes,
it,
that's
Tib.
kept me going. But it's the company of the other people. We go to coffee already. My husband can't ride now because he had a bike accident a year ago, but he's done the Queensland rides, the 600k Queensland ride, 10 days, 12 times. But now he really misses it, but he still goes to coffee, which is good.
I think staying active and also socially engaged is the way to go.
Did you cycle before you retired?
I did, but I had less time to cycle then. I did a lot of walking and a bit of running. Redcliffe's a wonderful place to ride a bike. You know, it's easier to do that now I have retired. Yeah. I've been on a few holidays riding bikes, but week by week I didn't ride regularly when I was working.
Judy, what role do you believe physical activity like cycling plays in achieving longevity?
I think it keeps you fit. I think you eat well each day of your life so that you can get on the bike and ride, because it's not easy. Jill and I did the rail trail in Otago,
Amazing.
in
New Zealand.
the South Island of New Zealand. It was 150 k's. I think we did it over about 3 days. We had mountain bikes; they were heavy, and I think just mixing with all the people. I think if you're active, you feel well. You know, you get up and you may not feel like getting up at 5:30 in the morning, and cold mornings, it's dark.
Yeah.
But you get on the bike, you ride, you chat. A lot of people don't do anything. And it keeps you supple, keeps you slim.
Yeah.
Now, I think if I can keep doing it for another 10 years, like Jewel, I'll be happy.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And you've really highlighted too that you don't always actually feel like it, but you get up and you do it. And when you go, you enjoy it.
And you get home and you have breakfast and you feel good. You can keep going. I might have a read in the afternoon and I might have a nana nap, but you know, I think it stops you from being depressed.
Yeah.
And you know, you can just send a text to a friend to say, do you want to ride tomorrow? Or, you know,
Yeah.
meet up.
I love that.
Tell us about Mongolia, Jill.
Yes, when you rode in Asia, they were very clunky bikes, extremely clunky. I think they had gears, but there was only about 2 of them, and they were very difficult to ride. But we did it, and we rode through China, rode through Tiananmen Square. It was a great experience, yeah. And then we did in Paris, we did a ride through the at night, right around the Glass Pyramid at the Louvre, and around a group of us it was called a fat bike tour, American fat bike tour.
Oh, really?
And there was 12 of us from Redcliffe that went.
Oh, wow.
And it was really good. And had a very good guide who used to say, hold the line, and all the cars would just stop behind us and let us ride. They don't do that in Australia.
So it was a group of friends from Redcliffe.
Yes.
And you went over together. I'm sure you formed some really strong friendships through that.
We've done 3 overseas trips together. We've done bike cycle trips. And that's how I first got to an electric bike. I didn't know what an electric bike was. And we got electric bikes and we thought, how do you ride these electric bikes? But they were good. So then I came home, and when my knees got bad, I got an electric bike myself. So that's kept me cycling for another 10 years.
Yeah, it's kept you cycling for
Yes.
another 10 years.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. And was that transition okay from a normal bike to the electric
Well,
bike?
I'm not normal, so I don't think... Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah.
But it's a very heavy bike. But people think that you just get on, push a button, and the bike goes, but it doesn't. You
No.
have to ride the bike.
Yeah, it's still a very physical experience.
it is.
Yeah. Oh,
A good experience. But the company and the coffee is the best thing.
love that.
Absolutely.
Company and coffee and cycling. The
Yes.
3 C's.
Absolutely.
Thank you all so much. It really is inspiring. And I think anybody listening would be truly inspired as well. So thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you for having us.